All right. Good morning and happy Saturday. Saturday. It's got a nice little ring to it, doesn't it? There we go. Let's get this party started, shall we? Good morning, Miranda, Katrina, and Christy. How are you this morning? Happy Saturday. What are your plans here for the day today? Grab your cup of coffee or drink of choice this morning. Doesn't have to be coffee. Not everyone's coffee drinkers. And if you are you extra cream? Is it a little bit of coffee with your creamer, or is it just a little bit of creamer with your coffee, or black like mine? It's funny when I get in here in the morning, I pour a cup of coffee first thing in the morning, come out to the studio, and I'll sip on it. It's hot. Next thing I know, I get busy with work, and all of a sudden I'm like, well, it's kind of iced coffee now. Throw a couple ice cubes in it. Might probably be a little bit better. Hey, I want to start you off with a cool picture. Actually, take a look at this here real quick. All right, so we got some fishermen out on Lake Loud. Oh, they're just on the far right-hand side of the screen. You can barely see them anymore. They were coming in. They were doing some fishing right there by the docks. Cool stuff. If you're getting out and doing some fishing this morning, great start to the day. Got a couple of showers hanging out with us this morning. I think we're going to have a couple of showers throughout the day today, but not really that big of a deal. So let's go to the weather maps and show you what's going on. Cold front's been swinging its way into the area. See if I can find my clicker here. Cold front's been swinging on through. So again, as the cold front swings through, the winds will shift to the northwest. That's going to draw in some drier air. Now the cold front's not expected to spark off a whole lot of activity, but a couple of showers here this morning. You can see that on the radar over the last 3 hours, kind of drifting on through with that northwesterly or northwesterly flow. Good morning, Ruth and Barbara. How are you this morning? Ooh, going to Market Square today. That's a good idea, Christy. My wife is heading off to work. The kids and I have a big job. Got like 35 bags of dirt for the raised beds for the garden. We're going to get the garden going here today. That's the goal. All right, so let's walk you through the Futurecast. I picked up on the HRRR. This is the HRRR high-resolution model forecast. I thought I had a better handle on it. But again, just a general idea of a couple of showers this morning. And then as we heat up the atmosphere, we have some instability in the atmosphere, and that's going to spark off a couple of isolated stray showers, maybe a couple of rumbles of thunder. And if we get a couple of those to kind of really get going a little bit, may get a little bit of pea-sized hail associated with some of these, but I'm not expecting a whole lot of activity here today. Just don't be caught off guard if you're going to be out and about at baseball games, soccer games, running errands, run into those big box stores. Did you see my video on social media yesterday? The weatherman's not going to get caught in the rain. Let me just tell you that. I'll explain more if you didn't see that here in a second. And then as we progress through the evening hours, the air starts to dry out, so dew points start to drop. It's going to feel comfortable, much more comfortable this evening than what it did yesterday. Yesterday was extremely muggy, and not a lot of rainfall in the forecast today. Just don't be caught off guard if you get a stray shower or two. Good fishing weather here this morning. Pressure's dropping right now, but will start to rise as we head through the afternoon and evening hours, so high pressure is going to start to build its way on in. If you got morning plans, heading off to soccer games, baseball games here this morning, temperatures are in the 60s. Obviously, we've got quite a bit of wetness outside thanks to the showers and the thunderstorms that we saw yesterday. Saw some severe weather yesterday as well. Did you get those push notifications with your East Tennessee weather app? If you're joining me on Facebook or YouTube, something to kind of keep in mind, don't forget to download the app. Gives you flashes and warnings and push notifications letting you know that storms are approaching, because we saw those storms move their way through Knox County, Jefferson, and then began to weaken a little bit, but some healthy storms. And that's the storm that became severe that almost got me. No, it didn't catch me off guard. All right, so dew points are going to stay in the 60s throughout much of the day. And then look at this. As we get into the evening hours, dew points start to drop in the upper 50s. So not a huge change, but you'll start to notice that this evening will feel a lot more comfortable. So if you want to watch some TV in the backyard, have a nice little fire pit in the backyard, it should be a great night. We got a lot of rainfall, so not concerned with fire danger. So it should be a great evening to enjoy a Saturday night fire pit. All right, dew point trend. Talk about comfortable with a capital C tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be amazing. Why? Because dew points drop into the 40s. So that's drier air that's settling on in. Sure, temperatures are still going to be warm, but the sweat factor goes down. So if you want to get out and mow tomorrow. If you need to mow this week and you're like, okay, should I mow today? Should I mow tomorrow? A, it would allow the grass to dry out, but B, the sweat factor, as I mentioned, goes down. So when you look at our chances for rain, 30-40% chance for a couple of spotty showers today, not a big deal. We're rain-free as we get into our Sunday, Monday. Rain starts to creep in as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But it's questionable because we're on, at least at the beginning or middle of the week, due to the fact that we're going to have this ridge of high pressure dominating. And so on the peripherals of that ridge, the outskirts of the ridge, we may get a couple of disturbances that may spark off some showers and thunderstorms. Let me explain. When you look at your rainfall outlook today and tomorrow, minimal at best. So again, a couple of spotty showers. Not going to see anything Sunday, Monday, or through Monday, I should say. Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll start to see some elevated rain chances, but notice the heaviest rain is going to be across parts of Osage, Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, and then starting to stretch its way into Kentucky, because high pressure is the name of the game across the deep south. And so on the northern side of that ridge of high pressure, we could see a couple of spotty showers and a few thunderstorms, and that trend continues as we get into our Thursday, Friday. And again, more rain to our north, maybe West Tennessee. The Tennessee-Kentucky border has the best chance of rain, I think, here over the next 5 to 7 days associated with that ridge hanging strong. That's going to bring us the warmer temperatures. And speaking of which, here are those warmer temperatures we're talking about. So we're average today and tomorrow. Isolated storms, maybe. Not a big deal. We've got a couple of showers out there. I'll show you radar here in a second. 76 today, 74 tomorrow. But notice that morning low tomorrow. That's that drier air. Remember, the temperature can and never will drop below the dew point number. So the lower the dew point, the lower our morning lows can go. And so that's why Sunday morning is going to be amazing. Maybe even a light jacket. If you're heading out to church early in the morning, then sunny and pleasant tomorrow afternoon. Gorgeous weather on the way. Oh, sure, we'll have a few afternoon clouds, but not a big deal. Then that ridge of high pressure starts to build on in. Temperatures warm into the upper 70s to low 80s. Dry Monday, Tuesday. 20% chance of a stray shower on Tuesday. Again, not expecting much. And then we'll start to probably see a few more scattered showers and thunderstorms Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There is going to be another cold front that swings its way into the area Friday into Saturday. That's probably going to spark off a few more showers and thunderstorms. So Friday, because it's day number 7, only going 50 right now. I know I don't really like going 50. It's either 40 or 60, but hey, listen, that's where we are right now. It's not saying, oh, okay, not sure what's going on. I'm saying, no, there's about a 50% chance as of right now for some showers and thunderstorms, but it's day number 7, so we don't like to put too much emphasis on days, 5, 6, and 7, too far out. Models, we'll have more updates, obviously, through the week. So something to kind of keep in mind. When you look at the weather prediction centers, the climate prediction centers forecast, May 2nd through May 6th, maybe a little bit trending a little bit above average. The May 4th through the 10th, maybe just the seasonable temperatures. We'll see how it all plays out. Maybe some elevated rain chances May 2nd through May 6th, and then May 4th through the 10th. Maybe some drier conditions. So again, subject to change for sure. That's the Climate Prediction Center. They do change their forecast quite frequently. I do want to, they update it all the time. They're giving it, these are just based on probabilities. That's it. So I do want to take you outside and show you what we're talking about when it comes to the rainfall. So let me get my radar up here. There we go. All right, let's go back to the radar here for just a second. And again, not much activity. Let me loop this so you get a better idea. We'll loop it over the last 30 minutes, over through Morgan County, parts of Cumberland, Anderson, maybe West Knoxville. I don't know. I didn't see if I saw any rain showers in my area, but here's a little closer view. So a nice little shower pushed its way through Harriman. Kingston's going to get a quick little shower. And then that's just all sliding its way to the southeast. So not a ton of activity this morning. Over towards Strawberry Plains, Holston Hills, maybe some wet roads, some wet grass, Rocky Hill area. Down towards Farragut, the 40 Pellissippi Parkway area, Bluegrass. Again, a couple of showers. They hold together, probably bring a few showers to Rockford, Alcoa, and the Maryville area. And Sevierville may see a couple of quick little showers, or a quick little light shower anyways this morning. It's weakening as it moves its way out of the Boyds Creek area, Seven Island State Park, and towards Sevierville. So again, nothing really to write home about, but I'll take you to, let's show you a different view. This is a good one. We'll take you to downtown Gatlinburg here for just a second and show you what that looks like. Because again, we've got a few clouds hanging out with us. We've got some clearing skies there as well, so that's not bad. Should be a great day to be up in the National Park. Again, something to keep in mind. Don't forget that we do have a chance for a stray shower or storm or two. So good morning. We got a lot joining us here this morning, so I'm glad you tuned in. A lot of you are on Facebook. Remember, I'm broadcasting live right there at the top of the East Tennessee Weather app. Good morning, Dwayne. How are you, my friend? Let's see. Good morning, Krista. How's the baby? Have you shared a picture? Have you shared a picture with us through the East Tennessee Weather app of Matilda? I don't know if you have, but I will double check and make sure. I do have some great photos to share with you, by the way. These are some amazing photos. Let me just go ahead and highlight these for a second. So this one is going to be coming in from, this is a great photo, Doug Little Clark Range facing southeast. Okay, so Doug Little, this is a great, look at this, like solid rain shaft right there out of those storms. Look at that rain shaft. Great photo. I love seeing those rain shafts. Just heavy rain right there in the center of that cell. That's like one of my favorite things ever, is to see like those solid rain shafts, especially when you time lapse them and you move them across the landscape, and you can see how that just moves. Great shot, Doug Little. We also had a great one from Lisa Gibson from Seymour. This is the sunrise on the 24th, actually. Great. Oh, my gosh. The Lisa, outdoing herself on that one. Again, that was Lisa Gibson. Let's see, we've got another great one coming in from Lisa. This one is the storm clouds. So Lisa's doing some great stuff. And again, remember, you can send these through the Witcher's Pictures link in the East Tennessee Weather app. Let's see, we've got Otto. I think I saw Otto on here already this morning. So Otto's taking some great flower photos. Let's see what he says about this one. I think that, what is that, an iris? See if I'm right. Oh, no, a clematis? I don't know how to say that. But that's what that is. We got blackberry blossoms. This is also sent in by Autopilot, who's on the broadcast this morning. There we go. Love that the blackberry bushes are blooming. We've got Anna Foshi, a picture of the storm taken just south of Knoxville. Great. I mean, we had some intense rain with those storms yesterday. I mean, it was a gully washer for sure. This one's also sent in by Anna from the storms yesterday. Notice that one, and then watch how dark the skies get with this photo. Oh, ominous looking, isn't it? It was listen, we had some pretty good thunderstorms yesterday. Solid batch of storms that moved their way through yesterday. So awesome photos there to share with you here this morning. But again, I don't know if Katrina said it already, if she's on here. I think she was on here. Yeah, she is on here. How are you doing, Katrina? No, how are you doing? There's your music. It's time to dance. Of course, it is April 26th. So we want to take a look at those national holidays, shall we? Of course, we're celebrating birthdays and events. Anybody have a birthday today or any events going on? Of course, we've got a lot of stuff going on in Market Square. Anybody go to see some comedy last night? Shane Gillis played at Thompson Bowling yesterday evening. Heard that was a good show. All right, so it's National Dueling Dinosaurs Day. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Why can I never get my record scratched? There it is. Dueling Dinosaurs Day. What the what? Don't fish on the weekends. Too many tournaments, jet skis, and pleasure boats. Yeah, that's probably the truth, Dwayne. All right, so Dueling Dinosaurs Days. Let's see what that's all about. I have no idea. So the last Saturday in April is National Dueling Dinosaurs Day on the National Day calendar. Prepare to take a journey of discovery into the exciting world of the Tyrannosaurus and Triceratops dinosaurs, and the best dinosaur discovery to date. Dinosaurs have been the subject of intrigue for centuries, you know. They represent the mystery of exploration for both children and adults of a time when these fascinating creatures roam the earth. National Dueling Dinosaurs Day celebrates the exciting Tyrannosaurus and Triceratops dinosaurs, giving us a rare glimpse of never-before-found discoveries of the two dinosaurs exceptionally preserved in close proximity. Pretty crazy stuff. There's a place in northwest Colorado. Oh, I'm blanking on the name of it. But it's a whole dinosaur. I think it's Dinosaur National Park, to be honest with you. Been there, done that, did a story up there. Pretty cool stuff. They've done a lot of archaeological stuff there. Celebrate Trails Day. Here we go. You want to get out and do some hiking today? Well, let's celebrate that. It's National Trails Day. Fourth Saturday in April. Go get out. Go get yourself a nice little hike today. I mean, you know, that's one thing I love about East Tennessee is you don't have to go to the Smoky Mountains to go hiking. You don't have to go to Big Ridge State Park or any of those places. You can actually go hiking in our own backyard. There's so many hills and so many trails all over the place. You don't have to travel far. But, of course, if you want to head to the national park, should be a great day to be up there for sure. All right, so National First Ladies Day. Big shout out to all the First Ladies. Independent Bookstore Day. Let's go give that one a shout out. Any great independent bookstores? Or have the big old Barnes and Nobles taken over all the local independent bookstores? Probably. Big box stores have taken over the world, aren't they? Won't be able to mow with this rain. Well, you'll be able to mow tomorrow, Cody. Don't you love a fresh cut yard? Looks so good. Good morning, Jesse. How are you? Congratulations, my friend. How's fatherhood again? Cheers to you, buddy. Getting any sleep? Maybe, maybe not. All right. Let's see. What else we got going on here? All right. So we've also have National South Dakota Day. Anybody from South Dakota? That's not really South Dakota, is it? Well, kind of. You know, Rebecca Sweet's from, I think, North Dakota. She says bag. No, it's a bag. Bag. I try to give her a hard time every once in a while. It's National Dissertation Day. Uh-oh. Anybody doing their dissertations? Uh-oh. All right. It's National Pool Opening Day. Do you open your pool now or do you wait till Memorial Day? I've got some friends that have already opened their pools. Of course, the public pools typically don't open until Memorial Day. But maybe it's a good weekend to open your pool. Get it all cleaned up and ready for the summertime season. It's National Kiss of Hope Day. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is? I don't know what that is. Each year on the last Saturday in April, National Kiss of Hope Day encourages couples and parents to express their love for one another. Ah, this is good. The day also rallies supporters to help be a part of exciting fundraising ideas to help amazing charities all over the world. So if you've got a sweetie or a kid, go give them a kiss. National Help a Horse Day. Aw. It's National Sense of Smell Day. Could you imagine anybody on here not have a sense of smell? I do actually have a friend who cannot smell anything, and I've known him now for 4 years, and I still am like, oh, hey, dude, smell this. Bro, I can't smell. Oh, yeah. How do you taste anything if you can't smell? Can you imagine not having this, the sense of smell? Maybe some days it would be nice, right? Maybe some days not so much. Good morning, Shanna Marie. How are you this morning? All right, so it's National Rebuilding Day. What is that all about? Well, many of you know that we are rebuilding our kitchen because we had a small house fire, small kitchen fire. So the kitchen is going to get rebuilt. So here we go. Each year on the last Saturday in April, National Rebuilding Day encourages organizations and volunteers to pick up their tools and roll up their sleeves. On this day and over the weekend, thousands of volunteers join together to provide much-needed and sometimes critical life-saving repairs for vulnerable families in various communities. This is awesome. Anybody on here been a part of like build a house project and to help somebody in need? I have, and it feels good to do that. It feels good to volunteer your time. It's National Pretzel Day. Anybody like pretzels? Pretzels and beer cheese? That's good. Extra salt for sure. All right, it's National Kids and Pets Day. Let's give a big shout out to our kids and pets. Yay! My dog, can you see them down there? They're right there. They're right there. We'll get them on camera here in a little bit. National Kids and Pets Day. Give a big shout. Now you got to go kiss your kids. Now you got to give them a big hug and say, hey, listen. We actually last night took our kids to Topgolf to celebrate the wrap-up of TCAPS. They've never been to Topgolf before. They had a blast. It's National Richter Scale Day. Interesting. Let's see what that says. I mean, I know what the Richter scale is, but let's see what it says. On April 26th each year honors the birth of the Richter scale inventor, Charles Richter. April 26, 1900 to September 30th, 1985. Wow. That's pretty cool. Richter was an American seismologist. And physicist most famous as the inventor of the Richter magnitude scale, which quantified the size of earthquakes, obviously. While working in the California Institute of Technology with Bino Gutenberg, Richter first used his scale in 1935. That's pretty cool. After publishing the Richter scale in 1935, it immediately became the standard measure for earthquake intensity. Since 1935, there have been other magnitude scales developed. Depending on the data available, different scales are used. However, the most However, most are not as popular as the Richter scale. The United States Geological Service records show that the most significant earthquake since 1900 was in Chile in May 1960, measuring a 9.5 on the Richter scale. It is known as the Great Chilean Earthquake. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool stuff. All right, those are your national holidays for the day today. It's raining in Bluegrass right now. Laura said the kindergartners had a great field trip yesterday. We were talking about it. Did you get any rain at all? We had those scattered showers. Of course, we had the one towards the end of the day. Funny story, I don't know if you saw it on social media yesterday, but I literally was going to get dirt. I need to get some rocks and stuff, dirt and rocks for the studio. Like, I still have to kind of finish the outside of the studio out to make it look nice. So I was going to get some dirt and stuff and rocks and dirt for the raised beds that I talked about. And I literally was like, okay, I've been obviously paying attention to the weather, of course, but I was like, okay, maybe I can go get this done. The skies look dark back to my west and southwest, and I looked at the radar, got halfway to the Home Deeps, and was like, nope, I'm going to be outside getting dirt. I don't need to be getting dumped on and have to sit inside sit inside the building for 45 minutes. So I was like, oh, it's not going to last long. Why did I know that? Because the East Tennessee Weather app. Duh, right? The interactive radar actually showed me that the rain was going to push through pretty quickly. So I turned around with my trailer and came back home. My wife's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, it's getting ready to dump. And then, of course, it did. It was a gully washer. Those storms yesterday put down some heavy rain. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I did it again. Why didn't anybody say anything sooner? My mic sounds funky. It's because, dude, thanks, Carcane. Wish somebody would have said something sooner. I was looking at the chat, but this probably sounds a little bit better, doesn't it? Probably sounded a little hollow. That's because I had my lav mic tucked back right in here. Whoopsies! Some days you just can't win. I'm changing microphones all the time. It is what it is. All right. Anyways, it's National Atlanta Traffic Day for me and Mrs. Otto. Uh-oh. Heading off to Atlanta, are you? Good morning, Annette. How are you this morning? The Home Deeps. You like that? The Home Deeps. What's up, Seth? How are you? Have a great day as well, buddy. Have a great day as well. All right, we're going to wrap things up here this morning. Of course, I sure hope you have a great day today. It is going to be a nice day. Now, the mugginess is going to come on down, which is awesome. We are going to see some scattered showers, a few spotty showers. Got a couple of spotty showers this morning. Not a big deal. Don't cancel any outdoor plans. It should be a great day. Tomorrow is going to be amazing. A good, solid, warm day. Not warm day. A good, solid, drier feel to the day. So it's going to feel great. By the way, remember it's National Kids and Pets Day. Well, my kids aren't in here, but... Here, guys. Come here. Come here. They don't want to move. You can't really see them with my microphone, can you? They're like, Dad, we sleeping. We're sleepy. They come in here in the studio and sleep with me every day. All right, my friends, have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. It's going to be amazing. Get outside, do the things that you need to do to get done around the house. Of course, spring cleaning, of course. Outdoor adventures. Remember, it's, opening your pool weekend kind of a day. It's a good day to get out and do a nice little hike. And, all the things. And while you're out there, because it's National Sense of Smell Day, go smell the roses or the flowers or anything else. All right, we'll see you back here for Wake Up with Witcher tomorrow. I'll post a lot more on social media. Go like and subscribe to YouTube. I'm all over all social media: YouTube, Roku TV, Amazon Fire. Download those apps for those apps for the big screen. All right, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Enjoy your day.